Hi Pisces, I'm here. Thank you for your patience. Especially some people have been donating in my silence for 2 weeks, and again, from my heart to yours, I really appreciate your presence here. As you know, I never disappear completely. I always come back. I'm still figuring things out, but we are getting there, Pisces, I promise. We're here, Pisces, and we're getting into a new moon in Virgo. We have gone from Leo to Virgo Sun as well, and that changes our energy field. Leo had to do with a lot of fire, passion, expression, creativity, and here with Virgo there is a settling, there is an earthing, a grounding into more detail-oriented approaches in our life. You could be feeling, especially this week, Pisces, leading to the new moon in Virgo, a lot of mental energy, a lot of thinking happening. And the advice here, astrologically, is to perhaps, in all of those disruptions, find, if you can, more space to rest, and perhaps to be more in the hermit mode this week. When it comes to relationship, that could be aggravation, that could be a will from everybody to want to stand up for their own self, their newfound, this is me, first house energy. And so we need to be careful about that. We need to speak our truth. Truth is extremely important here in your spread today, and as well as wisdom. But we need to stay compassionate with ourselves, with others, and that means that we need to remain into a state of calm. We need to, as we are refining the details of perhaps what is our purpose, what we truly are meant to do, and take action upon it, we need to also not step on the feet of other people in a negative way, right? We don't want to go back to the cave, but we want to express ourselves. We want to carry with us the lessons that we learned from Leo, which is the role of the lion, expressing yourself, your truth. But here there's a sense of, Virgo has to do with the sixth house, the service. And so when it comes to service, there is a humility that comes with that. There is a calm, a peace that we need to find within as we carry on this week. Okay, Pisces, so what we're seeing here is this Mercury energy. Mercury is the planet ruling Gemini and Virgo, and those two planets are definitely important when it comes to the aspects that are happening on the new moon in Virgo. And so Mercury has to do with how you think, you communicate, right, like we just said, and also right talk. It could have to do with internet, with whatever you're doing online, and so be careful how you write, maybe an email perhaps, or how you talk, and perhaps try to use this energy that is very detail oriented of the Virgo into your own organization, into what you want to do specifically for yourself, for the project that are coming through more vividly within you. Instead of putting it on others, try to recenter that energy within so you can get organized in that way. You also have the third house that comes to confirm this Mercurian energy. It has to do with communication, how you learn something as well, your skills, the writing, how you are able to talk, but also walk your talk, right? So perhaps you're learning stuff, and that's good, Pisces, but we also need to make sure that we're not learning to learn and forgetting about what we truly within ourselves can learn from the depth of ourselves. Sometimes information is good, that could be the Gemini energy that can get very scattered. You're doing this, that, and that's good, but we need to recenter, refocus, so that we find a line of focus to actually walk our talk, right? That we actually move forward. We're not just stagnating, okay? Now, as you are finding that truth, your truth, Pisces, you are also at the heart center going through your shadow work. You have number 18. By the way, 333 and 444 could be very significant for some of you. The moon is coming through. You know, the moon is you, but it's really about the fears. What are the fears? What are the patterns that have been holding you back, that have blocked you, that have put you in poverty consciousness? You have here auto-sabotage, poverty consciousness, being the orphan, being the prisoner. And that attitude that we've had, Pisces, of staying in the cave, you have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. We've had this for a lot of us, Pisces, and let me know in the comments if that it resonates with you. But we've had this thing of feeling left out, abandoned, and especially when it comes, if we let our emotions overdrive, as we are, Pisces, very emotional, very deep, and a highly sensitive empath, especially the people who are resonating with the channel are really starseed light workers that are particularly sensitive. And so we have a tendency of feeling out of place, not fitting in, and in that way feeling very lonely and feeling like we don't know how to find the confidence, the strength within. You have the angel of strength, the solar plexus energy, the confidence, the ambition to move forward with confidence. But here, what we're seeing is that as you're diving into, you're putting the light right now, you're looking at the mirror here. By the way, we have number 11 coming through as well with those two fountains here. That is could be significant, could call to twin flame as well. But your unconscious sensitive inner emotions and responses, you're putting a light upon them. You are recognizing perhaps that an emotion, you know, is a wave. It's what were they saying? 17 seconds of a wave. When you have an emotion, Pisces, I know that it's so deep that sometimes you just don't want to feel it, right? So you might repress it, or sometimes you might attach to it and indulge it, and attach to it in the way that you hold on and you can't let go of it. You drown in it. So those are the two extremes, where we drown with it, or we don't allow it to come, or we don't allow ourselves to feel. The thing is, being a spiritual being in this human experience, we're supposed to experience the feelings. The feelings are beautiful. They are the root of our creation, of the creativity, and this is how we channel as well our divine potential. And so feelings are beautiful, and we, especially as Pisces, need to let that flow within ourselves. Let the flow happen. Let life move through us. Dance with life. Let it move you. And so if there is one or the other extreme that is happening, you're blocking yourself from the sense of life that you are, Pisces. And so here, as you're putting on the light, as you're looking, how do you look, Pisces? Without fear. The devil energy came through. That's the fear, temptation, but it was reversed, right? So getting out of that. How do you get out of that? In rest and rejuvenation. That's very important right now. You know, take that time to rest, because in that rest and meditation, you get to a place of calm, this place of truth, deep, deep, deep within you, that is beyond mind, that is beyond the emotion. And in that place, you're able to get to a neutral point, the higher Libran energy, where you can feel like it's a movie passing, right? It's not that you separate yourself from yourself, but it's like you just abandon yourself, you surrender to what is happening, but you don't hold on to it, or you don't push it away. It's being with it, knowing that it's passing. And for that, you need to be in that deeper, calmer place where you recognize that you are the soul. You are beyond the emotion, beyond the body. In that way, you're able to experience life without suffering it. Yes, you can feel sad, you can feel joy, that's the beauty of it, but it doesn't happen to the extreme where you suffer that. Okay, Pisces. And so you are learning from the inexperience that we've perhaps had before. We are learning, we are mastering. You have Sarasvati here, Maestra. So you are learning wisdom. You have wisdom coming through as well, which is enabling this new beginning. And how do you get to this new beginning? By getting to a radical acceptation of who you are. A radical acceptation. Here is aceptación radical in Spanish. Of your beauty, of the beauty of life that you represent. It is impersonal, but it's the beauty of the impersonality is that it is infinite. When it becomes personal and ego-based, there's a limitation. There is a block. But when it becomes radically accepting who you are, which is this beautiful goddess, a beautiful God within you, that you are a complete part of the universe, you're not separated from it, then the creativity flows, the life flows through you, and you are able to resurrect. You have resurrection here, and surrender just before the change. You have the phoenix, very, very important energy here. So you are literally being reborn right now, as you have been doing that work of recognizing, of shifting your perspective, your sacrifice here, which calls to the hangman energy. From that murky waters, you are rising. You are getting out of the worst times in your life. And that new awareness is what is pushing you towards a beautiful new future. Completely different, where you are going to be realizing and experiencing and expressing your truth, Pisces, and nothing less than your truth. You have here Lady Venus. Venus is very significant as well. I believe it's in Leo. So when it comes to relationships, and I'll come to that just right now, you are perhaps understanding what love is. What love in the sense of you becoming that love, that vibration, and accepting love for you in your life. Accepting, letting go of that fear of vulnerability, of feeling, of, we say, falling for someone, but it's really rising to someone. But how do you rise to someone? You need to rise within you first. The other one is just a trigger for you to rise, expand. Especially in the twin flame journey, we've found that this is more intense, more accelerated when it comes to triggers. But that is just to push us to wake up in a more rapid way, because we have a mission. And we see here material and spiritual prosperity. This is what you are moving towards, Pisces. Your career, the 10th house came through. Your achievements and status in the outside world. This is what you're going through. And as you are understanding, you have downloads and understanding here. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. As you're rising your frequency, you're finding this calm within, this truth within, and you're able to move through the emotions, see them for what they are, feel them for what they are. You're able to also as well let go of patterns that have been sabotaging you, perhaps in relationships, not accepting the love that is yours. Perhaps you've had people loving you, but you were not able to accept that, or you had the fear that, getting into a relationship and just always thinking negatively that, it will end, that person will leave you, you will get abandoned. now this insecurity, you're getting out of it through, again, the power of the divine. Wisdom. You have wisdom twice here. Wisdom, sabiduria. So as you're rising, recognizing that what you think, what you feel is what you manifest, then you understand that it's not about the other person. It's not about what will happen in the future. It's about every single moment in the present, in the now. How are you feeling the love? Are you feeling radical acceptation for the moment that is here? Are you trusting your truth? Are you trusting the love that you deserve? If you're feeling the vibration, then this is what you will attract. If you are trusting that you can be in a long-term relationship, perhaps forever, then this is what will happen. So there is this patience needed, and trusting that you're being protected. You have green Tara, you're protected, cords are being cut. Move beyond the imitation. Trust, Pisces. All of those patterns, those karmic patterns that perhaps come from your childhood, perhaps are not even yours. You're carrying what is not yours. Perhaps it's your mother's, your dad, or you experiencing negative experiences when it comes to romance or relationships. But all of that is being unbound. You have here releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Perhaps in past lives, you were persecuted and you were afraid of expressing yourself, your truth. Perhaps you had very traumatic experiences when it comes to relationships, intimacy. But this is being released right now because you are looking at it. Every single one of us can change the course of our karmic lives. As we rise beyond our karma, beyond our ego, we recognize the infinity and the beauty of the soul within us, the divine within us. We recognize that all of the suffering, the traumas, actually don't really exist. They were constructions. They are memories. But in this present moment, you're nothing. And that's liberation. So as you get into that resurrection, to that true surrender, that true acceptation of the moment of life as it is, without judging it, without putting a yes or no, a positive or negative on anything, you free yourself, Pisces. And you might find that when you get into that state, meditation, profundity, you find that at the end there's nothing but a vibration of the heart that starts to grow, to grow, to grow, to grow. And you start to feel for nobody, for no reason, joy, bliss. And that is when you become love. It's that simple, Pisces. It's that stop point. Right, Pisces? So here, they're saying you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Definitely getting beyond the mind. Your own limitations, patterns, programs. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Just do it, Pisces. Just do it. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? You're on the right track. Don't keep on blocking, stopping life that wants to move through you. Allow it. Surrender beyond you, and things flow with easiness. It's not supposed to be that hard, Pisces. Okay? We tend to complicate, and with this Virgo energy, we can get into a little bit of self-doubt, a little bit of over perfectionism, and so we need to be careful about that as well. But you are birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Nothing less than that, Pisces, and we are all doing it. Collectively, it's such an important time right now. there's a huge transformation happening on planet Earth, in the universe. Solar flares coming through. Just a lot of changes happening. We're in the grand transformation until 2030. And what are numbers? But this is like not a prediction, but it's an astrological study that professional astrologers have been doing, and a lot of them resonate. And when there's a few consciousnesses that start to find the same interpretations, then we can recognize that perhaps there is some truth to it. And the stars are very real. If I know you don't need the proof for what is real, what is not real, Pisces, but still, we are influenced by the celestial beings. As you know, the moon influences the tides of the ocean. That's clear, right? So the stars influence us, the planets influence us. Okay? So finally, getting to the love aspect of this reading, it started with door to romance here. What is the key to your heart, Pisces? Are you going to open that door? Because the energy is around you for it. Are you going to trust it, Pisces? Are you going to trust it? Because you have a man holding a coin, a masculine energy here, that is very committed, that is bring that coin, that wants this grounding in a very grounded energy long term. This is projecting a family. There's abundance coming through. And so we see here a connection that will be caring. You have caring connection that came through with patience. In that connection, whatever it means for you here, there is going to be a need for patience. There's a need to surrender to divine timing as well, to let the flow of things happen as they need to happen in the time that they need to happen without you intervening so much. Letting it naturally flow, trusting the universe, trusting Pisces. But we have love and care and family coming through. Why do you keep on walking away from the happy family, Pisces? Slipping like a fish, afraid, escape. It's time for grounding here, Pisces. Because we have the Three of Cups energy, reunion, union, community. It's time to let go of the hermit mode, the cave mode, the auto-sabotage mode. Yeah, you need to get out there, Pisces. Romance is there for you if you're single. But it's not going to be a superficial love that perhaps you've been hurt by before. We're talking here about a profound love, Pisces, where two consciousnesses meet. Only people that are conscious, that meditate, know love. That's what Osho said. And it's so true. Because only when we meditate we get to a more profundity, and so we get to a love within that is true. And a sense of selflessness where when we get into a relationship we're able to share with the other person. We are not in need, compulsive, neurotic, egotistical, selfish. We're not with the other person because we feel empty. No, we're full of love. And so we are in a relationship to share that love in a very healthy way. And we trust because we're all that love. Okay, Pisces. So I hope this video went through. It's my first time here, so we'll see how it goes. And thank you for your patience with me. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Love you.